Good Saturday morning. I'm KHOU meteorologist Chris Ramirez. We are starting off with a little bit of foggy conditions. We're not looking at any visibility issues right now, but you're able to see that cloud deck very low to the ground there if you're heading out this morning. Can't even see the tops of most of the buildings here across the Houston area. But as far as our weekend's forecast, we are expecting it to be mostly warm, and we're going to continue this warming trend through Saturday and Sunday. Temps are starting off in the 60s, low 70s across the area. Conroe at 70 degrees, Pearland 64, Tomball at 70 degrees. And as we look at our weekend forecast, we're expecting it to remain in the lower 80s, at least through Saturday and into Sunday. And so expect those conditions to remain mostly just a bit on the warm side, especially for the next couple of days. We still have a high pressure system that's started moving away from us, and that is really going to open up the door for for this cold front that's going to be arriving as we head into Sunday night into Monday afternoon. So as you look at Sunday, we are expecting the arrival of this cold front to finally bring back those cold conditions through much of this next week. And so we are expecting those conditions to drop into the 40s and 50s. We're going to struggle to make it out of the 50s as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. But as we look at those temperatures, we're going to be rather warm for today in the lower 80s. Sunday is going to be another warm day as well. But then once we head into Monday, we're going to start seeing those temps start tumbling into the 30s, especially as you head out the door on Monday morning. And so we are expecting it to be still quite cold out there, with temperatures struggling to make it out of the 50s for Monday afternoon. And then eventually as we head into Tuesday, I think Tuesday morning is still going to be one of our coldest days that we're going to see as we head into later on Tuesday morning. And so I think that as we head into Tuesday, we're going to see more of those 30-degree temperatures. I wouldn't be surprised if some of us actually get close to freezing north of Houston, but we are expecting this to continue to bring that cold trend, and you are going to need your jackets heading out the door on Monday and into Tuesday. And so as we ring in 2026, these are the overnight and morning temperatures. So we are going to see temperatures New Year's Eve in the 30s and 40s here across the Houston area. So it is going to be quite cold out there. If you're traveling across the nation right now, we're looking at no issues in terms of radar. If you are traveling across Texas, most of our conditions are mostly quiet for the Lone Star State, but there is this little bit of a weather system that's causing a few showers and storms off towards the portions of the Four Corners region, but California finally getting a break from all that rain that they've been experiencing for the past few days. The only thing that we're looking at is the potential for mostly quiet conditions. I know New York City has had some snow in last night and this morning, but for the most part, we're going to be mostly quiet, at least from here on out. So current visibility, not seeing any issues right now here across southeast Texas in terms of any foggy conditions, but we are expecting those temperatures to once again be quite warm as we head into the rest of our weekend. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. High temps topping out in the low 80s, low 60s, 20% chance of passing showers with this cold front as it arrives on Sunday evening. But New Year's Eve, we're going to be in the 50s, lows in the 30s and 40s. So get those heavy duty winter jackets out, especially as we ring in the new year. Maybe if you're heading out to those celebrations or a party for New Year's Eve. We are expecting quite cold conditions here across the Houston area finally, even though our Christmas was quite warm out there. But of course, winter finally making its appearance here across the area as we head into the next 2 to 3 days. But the good news is that for the rest of our weekend, we are expecting it to be mostly quiet and still a bit warm and muggy. This is a look outside right now over the Galleria area. We're seeing that cloud deck a little bit low to the ground, but once the sun starts rising, we're going to see some peaks of sunshine, but we're still going to expect to see mostly cloudy conditions for today, with Bush Airport starting out at 69 degrees, Brenham at 71, Tomball 70, Pearland at 64. For the rest of our weekend, mostly sunny and mostly quiet, but we are expecting it to be some changes to take place as we head into Monday and Tuesday. So temps are going to be in the 40s and 50s, and we're finally going to feel those winter temperatures that we have been expecting and what we're supposed to be feeling like here across the Houston area. High pressure system has been keeping us mostly quiet, but that's going to start tapering off towards the east, and we are expecting the arrival of a cold front that will bring some passing showers with it as it makes its way into our area. Cold conditions expected to last at least through much of this week as we head into Monday and into Tuesday, but just keep an eye on those temperatures. We're going to be quite warm, But a roller coaster ride of temperature is going to be at play here as we head into the next few days. And so temps are going to be in the 80s for the weekend, dropping to about maybe 60s tonight. But then Monday morning, these are the look of the lows. Temps waking up. We're going to wake up to 39 degrees at Bush Airport, Hobby Airport at 41. And then eventually going into Tuesday, we will see some of the coldest temperatures that we are expecting within the next 7 days, with temps starting off in the mid 30s for us here across the area. And this is going to be the outlook that this cold trend, this cold snap, as I say, is going to be the case for at least the next 7 days, because we are expecting it to be mostly cold, feeling much like winter, and those temps now well below average here across the Houston area. Average low is usually 44, and we're going to be in the 30s as we head into New Year's Eve and New Year's Day here across the Houston area. So we are expecting mostly quiet conditions so far for this weekend. No travel issues, and if you have folks that are, or loved ones leaving Houston going back home, we're not looking at any issues across the nation right now. Things are mostly quiet. There's a few showers taking place across portions of Arizona and New Mexico. I know New York City had dealt with some snow last night. They had some quite significant snowfall out across the Northeast, but for the most part here across Texas, we're going to be mostly quiet, and we are going to be having a very good travel outlook, especially for us. And we're not looking at any foggy conditions. Maybe you're heading to Galveston currently right now. No foggy conditions happening out along the coast that's causing any concerns, but we're going to take a closer look at that right now as I show you. Look at that. Clear skies out in Galveston. We've had those foggy mornings for the past few mornings in the Galveston area, but we're finally starting off with mostly clear conditions. I think the reason being is because we have a little bit higher wind speeds right now. So a very beautiful start to Galveston as we take a look at our saltwater recon cam that is currently facing Pleasure Pier. Had a very gorgeous sunrise out there, and those wind speeds have picked up, and now of course that fog really not settling in. And so maybe today's a good day to head towards the coast to Galveston, as I'm looking at this live shot right now heading across the coast, because we're expecting those temps to be in the 60s and a little bit cooler along the coastal areas as well. So we are expecting a little bit of a change in our forecast. We've had a warm outlook for Christmas. We had a warm forecast, warm temperatures. That's all going to change heading into next week, as we are expecting the arrival of a strong cold front that is going to bring those lows down into the 30s and 40s, highs in the 40s. And so we are expecting New Year's Eve and New Year's Day to feel much more like winter temperatures here across the Houston area. So hopefully if you have gotten those gift cards or those gift cards for Christmas, maybe you can go shopping and buy some winter gear, some winter attire for this next week, because we are going to finally feel those winter temperatures here across the Houston area as we ring in 2026. And of course, that's all I have for you. This is our full extended forecast here on KHOU 11 Plus, and thank you for joining me. And make sure to tune in later on this morning at KHOU 11 Morning News at 9 a.m. I, myself, along with anchor Ugochi Iloka, will be giving you the latest news and weather headlines. Have a good rest of your weekend.